Do you know, in October of 1998, Michael and Sarah Parker, a young couple from Boston, were searching for a quiet place to start over. Michael had lost his job. Sarah had just lost a pregnancy. They wanted distance, silence, a place to heal. When the realtor showed them the property on Black Hollow Road, it seemed perfect. An old Victorian home surrounded by forest, sitting on acres of land for half the price of anything nearby. The realtor mentioned one small thing. The last family moved out suddenly, said the house made noises at night. They laughed it off. They were city people. They didn't believe in haunted houses. The house was cold even with the heat on. The wood creaked like it was breathing. That first night, as they unpacked, Sarah paused. "Do you hear that?" Michael listened. A faint, high-pitched sound, a baby crying. He laughed. Probably an animal outside. But the sound came again, this time beneath the floorboards. They lifted a rug, expecting maybe an old vent or loose pipe. Nothing. The crying stopped as soon as they searched. That night, neither of them slept well. The crying returned, louder, more desperate. Sarah followed the sound to the nursery upstairs, the one they hadn't entered since moving in. The door creaked open by itself. Inside was a rocking chair, slowly moving. There was dust everywhere, except for the cradle in the corner. The cradle was spotless, as if someone had just cleaned it. Sarah whispered, "Michael, someone's been in here." When he came running, the cradle was empty again and the crying stopped. But he saw it too. The small indentations on the cradle mattress, as if a baby had just been lying there. On the third day, while cleaning the attic, Michael found an old trunk filled with baby clothes, and a journal. It belonged to Margaret Holloway, dated 1884. One entry read, "The baby won't stop crying. I begged him to help me, but he says it's not his child. I can still hear it even when it's not in the room. The crying comes from beneath us now. I think he buried it there." Michael shut the book, heart racing. He didn't tell Sarah. She was already uneasy. That night, the crying grew louder. Then came footsteps, small and wet, padding along the hallway outside their room. Sarah whispered, "Michael, the baby's walking." He couldn't take it anymore. Michael went down to the basement with a flashlight. The sound was strongest behind the far wall. He knocked, hollow. There was something behind it. He tore down the rotted boards until he found a hidden crawl space. The smell hit him first, sweet and rotten. Inside was a small wooden box, a coffin barely 2 feet long. The crying stopped as soon as he touched it. He opened it. Inside was the mummified body of a baby, its mouth open, eyes hollow, and something clutched in its tiny hand. A lock of hair, the same color as Sarah's. Michael dropped it, screaming. The lights went out. In the pitch darkness, a new sound filled the air, a woman's whisper right beside his ear. "You shouldn't have opened it." The next morning, Sarah found him sitting on the basement stairs, staring blankly. He was pale, trembling. When she asked what happened, he only said, "It's ours now, the baby. It won't be alone anymore." That night, Sarah woke up to the sound of the cradle rocking again. The air was freezing. She turned on the lamp. Michael wasn't beside her. She followed the noise to the nursery and unfroze. Michael was sitting in the rocking chair, humming softly. In his arms was the baby, small, gray, moving. Sarah screamed, but Michael didn't look up. He only whispered. He stopped crying. The police arrived 2 days later after neighbors reported strange smells and no movement in the house. They found the cradle empty. The chair was still rocking. Michael and Sarah were never found, but officers said they could still hear it, faintly, from beneath the floorboards. A baby crying and a man whispering, "Shh, go back to sleep." Follow or subscribe for more video like this.